Hello gentlemen, welcome back to Killer Frequency. Last time we saved a few people, although I was not able to save them all. We saved a good bunch, I'll say. Last thing we did, I think, was help Carrie and her friends just create a plan to knock out and escape. But for some reason the killer didn't kill Carrie and he just, walked into the woods. Very curious, very interesting. So I guess we'll keep exploring the game, learning more about this mysterious whistling man and helping more people. So let's stop talking and let's just play the game.
I made it home safe.
Carrie!
Hey, I just wanted to thank you.
Oh,
for
Carrie, okay,
doing
yeah.
what you could earlier. Even though not everybody made it, and I don't know.
Hey, it's okay. You were so brave earlier. You're safe now.
I wanted to ask you why he didn't. Why am I?
Why what, Carrie?
Why did he spare me?
Yeah.
After what he did, why let me go?
He saw you as a victim? Maybe?
Maybe he didn't kill you because he saw you as a victim.
Maybe. But why would that stop him from killing me too? After everything he did to...
These stupid hazing nights have to stop. Carrie, you did so well tonight. Stay safe and rest. Help is coming to Gallows Creek. We just need to hold on.
Thanks, Peggy. Hey, Forrest? Could I request a song?
Of
Sure,
course,
if I
Carrie.
haven't.
What song?
Any song by Blast Processor.
Okay, here.
Thank you.
This next one goes out to Carrie.
Yeah. So basically the killer, she sacrificed herself to let her friends
You
escape.
know, what Carrie just said has really got me thinking.
And the killer
About
just
what?
saw her
The
and
whistling man
went
left
back
her
into the
alone.
woods.
Why?
Yeah.
There must be a reason.
When it comes to masked whistling killers, I don't think a reason is a key part of their process.
Well, it's something to consider. I need to take a break. If you want to stretch your legs, now's the time. Just hit the Peggy button when you want to get back on air.
Let's get going, Peggy.
Alrighty, we could run another segment or... Scratch that, Forrest. We have a caller.
Okay.
Time to turn the music off.
You're through to 189.16, The Scream. What's your emergency?
Hello again, Forrest. Oh, that call with the teens was awful. Those poor kids. Still, I'm glad the girl didn't get hurt.
Thanks for your concern. Are you in trouble? What's on your mind?
I wanted to ask you again to play my song, Forrest. You said you were gonna play it.
Because I don't have it.
Your name was Dawn, right?
What, Peggy? Yes. Oh.
Yeah,
I'll
Peggy threw the
remember.
record out of the window.
My name is Dawn.
So
And
I
wanted
don't
to
have
ask
it.
you again to play my tune, Forrest. Long Ride Home? You know, the one that Peggy said she threw outside
So everyone
the window?
heard that, lol. You must love
You
it.
must really love that song. If you're calling up to ask for it when you know we don't have it.
Well, I do love it. And I don't want to argue, but you do have it. It's just outside the window.
Okay, so...
There's a serial killer on the loose. I can't just go outside hunting for a record.
Aw.
I'm really sorry, Dawn, but we just can't get it right now.
But wasn't the whistling man just at the old murder house? That's miles from the station. It won't take you a second to grab it.
He's fast. No.
Don,
No.
I'm not sure if you've heard, but there's something unnatural.
He's
about
like
this
teleporting
freak.
now. He moves
fast.
way too
I'm
fast.
not risking it.
Oh, but I think you will. Forrest? Peggy, I'm calling with more than a request. I know something. I think I know who's gonna be next.
What?
Are you serious?
Play my song, Forrest, and you'll find out.
What do you know, Dawn?
Well, folks, here's some music for you while I think things over. It's David Scopo with Moonlight. Is she serious, Peggy?
She's serious about hearing that song, that's for sure.
Peggy, I mean, is she serious about...
I don't know, Forrest, but we don't really have a choice, do we? If she's telling the truth...
Okay.
All right, I'll do it.
You're a Good man, Forrest. I'll slide you the key to the fire door.
Wait. Our fire door has to be
Yeah,
unlocked?
it's an emergency door.
Yeah,
Should be
you know, I never thought about it.
should
but
be able to open
yeah.
it from the inside
We
anytime.
should talk to Reggie about that later. Anyway, I'll hold the fort down while you're out. Maybe I'll even get a collar. That could be exciting. 189.16, The Scream. With me, Peggy.
Okay. Alright, so I was not that lost. As a fact, we had to go outside, just that we didn't have the key, so... You see? My curiosity ended up being... leading me towards the next step, so... Okay, let's unlock the fire exit. Oh man, here's where we begin the game.
You know, I hope she'll be happy when I'm brutally murdered by the Whistling Man.
The Whistling Man
Out here?
actually
In the open.
killed someone there.
Alone.
I won't open that door. I'm gonna find that record. But we are not that far away from the killer in that case. And yeah, he sort of, I mean, I have the hypothesis that, look at it. Oh shit, there it is. Oh, there's a record. I have the hypothesis that, come on, pick it up.
Here it is. Long ride home.
I have the hypothesis. I never finished my thought that there's not only one serial killer but
Of
multiple.
course. It locks behind me.
Ah shit.
And of course the key doesn't work on this side. Fantastic. Maybe there's another way back in through the basement. A door, elevator, or something.
So yeah, I think there are multiple serial killers or multiple killers, not necessarily. The hell was that? Not necessarily serial, but multiple killers. That's gotta be the answer. It's like a cult or something that's like stuck in the town. Or they are flying or something, because otherwise there's no explanation how they're able to move so fast from one side to another. Jesus. How are you not scared, Forrest? If I hear a single whistle, I'm gonna cry.
Looks like I'm gonna have to hunt around for some new fuses.
Okay, 3 fuses, I already saw one. I'm gonna cry. Okay, here's one. I mean, I can't even run, so I mean, there's not much I can do, really. Because it's not a horror game. It's not like a chase horror game. It's just like a thriller, I'll say, which I like it. Because it's like interesting, mysterious, gives you just a little bit of anxiety from time to time, but it's not excessive. It's not full of jump scares or anything. Like, I enjoy this. And the story is very good. I mean, I have not been able to save everyone, sadly, but I've enjoyed trying to. So, is this gonna work? Is there a right combination? Because they're not rated for the same current. Who's walking there? Well, I don't know. If there's not a bright combination, we'll probably know, right? What's that supposed to turn on? It's still... fire freight elevator only. Where's the elevator? I think I... Look, there are more fuses. Okay, I get it, but how am I supposed to know the order? I found another one. This one is... Okay, this is a little puzzle, but I'm a bit lost. Any document, any paper, anything telling us how to do this? 20A5. Okay, so let's put this here. So this one says 830. Okay, this one says 830, and this one says 830. So are they supposed to be 830, all of them? That's clearly 830, right? That's a 3, yes. And this is another 3. Okay, but I only... So... The thing is... I'm missing one that's supposed to be red. If that's... That, you know, we need to match them exactly as they were before. So missing a red one. And who leaves fuses just laying around, by the way? No, man, there's gotta be something. Oh, there's a page here. I'm so blind sometimes. No, it doesn't say anything. It says 70. Okay, so okay, that's clear. Thank you. So 3 3. So this is 5. Okay, we gotta. Okay, so this is too much. That is 50. That is 50. That makes 80. And that is 60. But doesn't this make 70?
Bingo!
Oh, I had to lower the lever. That's the only thing I had to do. What did I call? Oh, I opened those doors. Okay.
I could probably survive that fall.
Yeah, can you close this behind you? Shouldn't leave this open. So we're gonna leave.
Looks like the janitor's closet. What did Peggy say his name was? Clive?
The hell? He's a private investigator or what? Did we find the killer?
What the hell? Peggy is not gonna believe this. Yeah, there's a key. I'll just take that. Might be important.
Uh-oh. I think we found a killer. Anything else? Look at that mannequin there. Bing bum. Now I'm a bit scared. Not gonna lie. Oh man. Shh.
I wonder how the show's going.
Forrest. Okay. That's the last thing I will be thinking of. Okay, this is sick. Come on, close the door. Can I open any of these with the key I just got? No. Okay, so the janitor is probably the killer, or is behind something, because that's too big of a coincidence. Has like his own secret room there and stuff. And Forrest is a bit blind because he didn't see the killer. He was in front of us.
Isn't that such a good song, folks? And now for... Jesus, Forrest, you've been gone for ages. I thought something had happened.
Yeah, almost.
Something did happen. Clive the janitor might be Clive the murderer.
What?
We'll start from the beginning. The fire door locked behind me.
Okay, just gonna skip the part in which we tell Peggy what happened. 2:40. So the police will be back now,
Why
but
did
this
you leave
time.
that thing all the way up here?
Because the basement's creepy as hell, and I don't like standing around down there.
Fair. All right, let's run through this again. We have a creepy board you found in a creepy basement
Yeah.
made by our creepy janitor, who you think is the creepy whistling man.
Yep.
And on the creepy board are the names Chuck Brody, Kim Walker, Rebecca Allen, and Ant Williams.
Correct.
And you think one of these people will be the whistling man's, Clive's, next target.
That's right. And we've got to find them.
You said there are 4 locations listed there too? The hospital, the power station, the gas station, and the trailer park. Clive must think the target is at one of those locations. Forrest, you're gonna have to figure out if any of the potential targets are at one of these locations tonight. Hit the button if you need any help.
Yeah, how? Okay, so and okay, they are just okay. This is where people die because of me. So, okay, Kim and improvisation, car club, athletics car. I mean, it doesn't. Okay, Rebecca Allen. There's not. Okay, let's say Chuck Brody, Festival of Disaster, Big Wheel. Is this related to him? Oh, I need light. I can't read this without. Okay. Can I? Is anything on the back not readable? Okay, Gallo Creek, Big Wheel. What does this have to do with him? Call for donations. Oh, okay, he's at the hospital then. Former Gallows, but suffered a career injury as a victim of the festival to help us recover. We're buying some other tickets, hopefully. Okay, so he's injured, but it doesn't say that he's at the hospital. They don't have Kim Walker. Local doctor recommends that locals to get flu shots ASAP. Flu season is up, it's not different. Okay, so this she might be at the actual hospital. And then staff search at power station. Gallo Creek power station hires 20 new staffs in hire to edge over. Okay, so we could say that Ant Williams is at the power station. Can I paste this here? No? Okay, so we might say that Ant Williams is at the gas station. Sorry, not gas station, damn it, power station. And then what else do we have? Marriage announcement. Kim Walker and Peter. Kim Walker is getting married. Okay, Kim Walker was put this on there here. And this is crime syndicate impounded. Criminal operations shut down 24 arrest. Inside information. Police have finally put an end on the letters. Okay, the informant who asked to remain anonymous and will hereafter be referred as RA, who is RA is Rebecca Allen, okay? And then justice for festival victims, lead engineer, okay, Ann Williams is an engineer. So it makes sense for him to be working at the power station. And then beep beep lookout strategy 6.56 strategy circle. The deceased have been identified as Gallows Creek locals, Mr. D. Rudd, Mr. M. Okay, any last name that matches? Brody, Walker, Allen, Williams. Brody, Walker, Allen. I don't know how this could be useful. Locals. Rude. Hawthorne. Stein. This... I don't know how this could be useful. Maybe... Yeah, I'm not know about this one. Tyler Wallens, is that a name? No. Okay, so we know something about each one of them. Now, hospital. I will say Kim Walker. Kim Walker is married, okay, and she's a doctor, so probably she works at the hospital. And then trailer park. Oh, this is a trailer for sale. Okay, it's cheap. Okay. So who will need to live in a trailer? And then, do you care for health? Then, what's this? The lead engineer responsible for Gallows Creek Harvest Festival disaster. Lead engineer. I mean, Ant Williams is an engineer. But he works at the power station, not... Well. Sheriff Matthews warns citizens to look out at crimes. This doesn't seem to help. 24-hour gas station bought by local ex-lottery winner. The owner claims I will keep it. I need to find some more clues. Local legend takes to Manhattan. Infamous author of Tale a Book, Diary of a Car Thief. She stole our cars and then she stole our time, money, and with her. Okay, here we have a connection. This is a trailer park. Diary of a Car Thief. Who wrote Diary of a Car Thief? Is this Diary of a Car Thief? No. This is not. Okay, this is another book. Okay, so who wrote Diary of a Car Thief? I'm trying to be thorough because I don't want people to die, but... Okay, let's read about this. So, Rebecca Allen was an informant. Okay, so Rebecca Allen is an informant. Okay. Okay, Rebecca Allen was into cars. It says car club. So I'm going to make the assumption that Rebecca wrote the book Diary of a Car Thief. And see, it says she, so it's a she. So it could be Kim Walker or Rebecca. But Kim is a doctor, so we're going to say that Rebecca used to be a car thief and now she lives at a trailer park, according to this newspaper article. Voila. And so Chuck Brody could be at the gas station. How sure are we about this? This is Chuck, right? So Chuck, tell me, how could we know if you are at the gas station? Lottery winner. Have you won the lottery, Chuck? Okay, this should be Rebecca's. Christine's Gas and Repair has been sold to a man who won the lottery 14 years ago. Oh man, I'm blind. Look, it says, yeah, Rebecca is on the news on the book Diary of a Car Thief. That's Rebecca. Okay, so yeah, we were right about that. But I need to know. The new owner claims it will keep me busy on an evening. I mean, this guy stopped playing football after his injury, right? So, and there must be another clue here. But this, I don't know how it could help us. So I think I figured this out. So Chuck, gas station. He had a football career, but in 72 something bad happened and there was an accident. And then we have this. It says calling for donations to help Chuck. And then he bought the gas station. I don't know, but it seems like he won the lottery. Oh, yes, I'm so blind. It says we are buying him some lottery tickets. Hopefully he gets lucky. Yeah, there we go. Took me a while there, but this is it. So I'm going to write this down because the game sometimes doesn't let us. Well, anyway, whatever. I think I can see from my... Can I see? No, I can barely see. Okay, so Chuck, gas, Kim, hospital, Rebecca, trailer, and police. Okay, Peg,
How's
we
it
got
going?
it. I'm ready.
I'm ready, Peggy.
Are you sure? We've only got one shot at this.
Oh, but I have to... Okay.
I'm sure. Let's do this.
Okay, name first. Who do you think the target is?
Oh, who will you target? I was not ready for this. Okay, give me 1 second. I will say... I will say that the killer will target Ant Williams because of the accident at the... Wait, because of the accident at the festival. The others, I think, are not, you know, targets. So I think will be Ant Williams.
Ant Williams.
And where will I find them?
At the power station.
The power station.
Okay, I'm dialing. One moment. Forrest, I'm through to the power plant, but
I fucked this up
they
already.
say there isn't anyone by that name there.
What?
What? Then who? Jeez!
It sounds like something blew up!
He's using bombs now?
Oh my god. The call board, One moment. Forrest, I'm getting so many calls. Just let me... I'm gonna take us off air for a moment.
Oh my god, I fucked this up so bad.
Peggy, what's happening?
It was the gas station.
Peggy.
Why will he attack Chuck?
I'm back. He blew up the gas station.
How?
Okay.
How are we supposed to
The
know?
fire department and the hospital. The fire department is useless now, as you know. And, the hospital's only ambulance was at the gas station. Forrest, you've got to say something on the radio. You have to tell the town. I'm putting us back on air. Now.
I don't know.
Gallows Creek. I don't know how to tell you this.
Hey,
but,
Mexican.
the gas
Long time no
station's
see.
been bombed.
Yep.
Please, everyone, stay safe, stay inside, and... Oh, just bring us into some music, Forrest.
Sure. Oh man, I fucked up. How was I supposed to know that the gas station? I mean, the killer seems too random. It's just like
Here's some
attacking
music
people
while
on the
we regroup here on
like on the loose.
189.16 The Stream.
I thought attacking, you know, the person responsible for a tragedy will make sense, but he just blew up the gas station. How was I supposed to know? It seemed too random.
There's gotta be more in the basement to
Like,
show
this
us
is
who
not
Clyde is
GTA.
targeting. And if that's the case, we can get ahead of him. Stop the killings before they can happen. Forrest, we need to go back down.
By we, you mean me, right?
Yep.
Of course.
Like I said, I need to handle all these calls. Maybe start with that creepy mannequin room you mentioned before. I still have a lot of questions about those, by the way.
Me too.
Oh, I just learned that Kim's Walker's husband died in the accident. So sad. Well, yeah, for sure. Let me go check the creepy ass room. What's with the eerie music the game plays when you come down here? So it was... no. Here. What if I open and there's a killers inside? Ah. So what are we looking for? Are we looking for Beam Bam?
A key? Was this always here? I must have missed it when I brought everything upstairs.
No, I picked it up actually. Yeah, so I think he was talking about the key that I took previously. Yeah, there's nothing else here. Well, bye. We got the janitor's key. No?
Locked. For now.
Nope, they're locked. What's the... There's no objective. And this is a bathroom, right?
I'm not getting in there tonight.
No? I don't know what's that. Okay. So, hey, Peggy, I found a key. No? Do I have to go out again? I don't have any gold or anything here. No? Ah, so lost. Well. What else? What else could I be possibly missing? Anything more? Even more? Oh! This key. So blind, sorry. So sorry, okay. Shit.
Hey, Forrest!
Peggy, give me some warning before yelling down the intercom.
Shit!
Sorry. Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
Of course, but don't scream. So we got a...
Peggy, I've found a tape and a map down here.
A map of what?
Looks like it might be to somewhere in this storage area.
Weird. Well, maybe the tape will give us more information. Give it a play.
Sure, one sec. And what else? Nothing? Are you gonna make me go?
Forrest, you should listen to that first tape you found.
Okay, sorry. I didn't see the machine here.
George Barrow, 1960.
It's Clive.
That's when this all began for me. Follow the maps. Find the tapes. I'll be waiting.
Wait, George Barrow? We all heard that he drowned after a night out drinking. Was it actually Clive? Has Clive really been the whistling man for that long?
He says I need to follow the maps and find the tapes. I guess that's what this map is about.
I think we need to see what else is hidden down here. Be careful, Forrest. Keep looking. Buzz the intercom when you found something.
So there's something below one of these shelves. Here. And it says to pick this up.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning. The degree of rigor mortis indicates that the subject has been deceased for 5 hours. That puts the time of death.
Okay.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m.
Okay, we need to find that piece of furniture.
Asphyxiation from drowning. The degree of rigor mortis indicates
Delivery note. Okay.
that puts the time of death.
So wait, what? Okay, what? Okay, so they shipped something. I'm gonna keep this. It looks like an important manual. Here.
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face, typically obtained by running through foliage. Severe blistering to the feet, as though the deceased had been running without stopping.
Okay, and what's the next clue? Okay, wait, what's this?
This
Police-
looks useful.
At 4 a.m. a call was received from a jogger, Miss Sandra Sharp, reporting that a body had been found washed up in the reservoir. I drove out to investigate and was able to identify the body at the scene as that of George Barrow. I contacted the coroner's office and then the boy's parents. They informed me that they had not seen him since 2 p.m. on the 2nd. Okay. So... Okay. And now we gotta look at that other shelf. That has like some radios on in it or something.
Preliminary toxicology results shows no
Oh, this is like a maze down here.
moments before death.
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear the...
Preliminary toxicology results shows no signs of inebriation. However, a high amount of cortisol was found, indicating elevated levels of stress in the immediate moments before death.
Okay. It's super dark down here.
Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm. It looks like it was trapped in a car door.
Okay.
subject
this has to be
likely
important.
feared for his life and was chased, resulting in a fall from a height into a body of water where he hit his head, was knocked out, and drowned. Following that, he was moved.
Dr. Sullivan, we need to have a talk. Is that recording? Shut it off.
Okay. And then the last one is right here, I guess.
If you're listening to this, then I'm probably dead.
Clive's dead?
What the-
I'm a man who likes to stay informed. I've got subscriptions to newspapers all over the country. A few weeks ago, I noticed headlines cropping up in those papers, one after the other.
Ooh,
Each
a
headline,
new vinyl for my collection.
murder. Each murder, the death of someone I knew almost 20 years ago. And each one drawing closer to Gallows Creek. Drawing closer to the anniversary. None of us are innocent, but I don't think we deserve killing. All I hope now is that
Okay, so
I can
Clive is not the
save
killer.
some folk from the worst that I can. I don't know. Do something to make up for what I did back then, I guess. I didn't kill anyone, mind you, but that's past mattering. Now, there's more I could say that I should say, but my employer made it clear that my family would pay a high price if I ever spoke out. So, hopefully I've said enough for you, listener, whoever the hell you are, to start putting the truth together.
What the hell? Peggy is not gonna believe
Yeah,
this.
it's a lot to process. Last thing I want to do before getting out is this panel. Is this panel? No, never mind. Okay, so we found some interesting stuff. Clive was trying to sell people, but that phrase, he said, my employer assured me that my family was gonna pay a high price. Was he with the mafia or something like that? Otherwise, why will he say something like that?
What have you found, Forrest?
It's an autopsy tape. Doesn't say for who, but I think it must be for George.
Poor George. He was so young.
Something's bugging me, Peggy.
What do you mean?
I swear I recognize the voice of the woman talking on the tape. I just can't place
Yeah,
Seriously?
it's like a detective game, and I like it.
it.
It's
I don't know. I mean, I just got here recently. I don't know. Found another tape. It talks more about how George died.
What did it say?
It sounds like he was running for his life. Sprinting through trees and bushes, getting cut up all over.
What would drive someone to do that?
I'm not sure yet. There's also a tape about a toxicology report. There were no signs of drinking or that he was on anything.
What? But everyone said he went swimming drunk and drowned. It was in the newspaper and everything.
I found a written autopsy report.
What does it say?
According to that, it's just like you said at the start. George drowned after getting drunk. Said he liked to fight, too.
But that contradicts the tape.
yeah.
I know. And I think I know why. There's a note with the report that says, I'm sorry I made you do this.
Maybe they put
Virginia.
fake information in the report.
On the autopsy report,
Yeah.
then Virginia must be our coroner. Wait, the caller from earlier, when we had to call the takeout restaurants, wasn't her name Virginia?
Yeah, she was Dr.
We
Virginia.
need to call her back once we finish down here. It
Let's
looks
go.
like she might know something about what's going on.
Let's go.
I found a tape that introduces a new detail to the story. Post-mortem injury. Apparently, his arm got caught in a car door.
A car door?
Yeah, after he died. How do you suppose they can tell?
How can they tell? I'm a radio producer, not a coroner.
Yeah.
The written report I found doesn't mention it at all.
How did his arm get trapped in a car door after he died?
unless he got it when the police collected his body, I guess someone else must have moved him after he was dead to where he was eventually found.
But the report, what is going on here?
I found a police report. Mentions a friend from earlier, Sandra Sharp.
Sandra. The
Yeah.
jazz runner?
That's right. She found George's body washed up at the reservoir.
The reservoir?
Yeah? What's strange about that?
George got cuts from running through foliage, right? But there's no forest around there. Also, how did it wash up at the reservoir?
What do you mean?
Reservoirs don't have tides.
But that's what the police report said.
It's not possible, though. I did a school project on reservoirs and got an A. But, yeah, not important right now. The important thing is that it doesn't make sense.
What are you suggesting then? That the body was originally found somewhere other than what the report suggests.
Yeah, those reports
That
were
the
redacted. Someone
tried to cover it up,
did some
but
cover
accidentally
work on
let
them.
Something slip?
Something
Yeah.
like that. I think.
Well, Sheriff Matthews wrote the report. If he hadn't been eviscerated, we could have asked him.
True. But Sandra is still alive? Once we're done down here, we should give her a call.
In another tape, the coroner comes to the same conclusion as I did. George was running from something.
Maybe an animal?
Maybe, but then there's this next bit, where the coroner thinks he was moved post-death.
So she agrees with us.
At the end of the tape, someone burst in and demanded Virginia stop recording. I think it was Clive.
This is starting to make sense now. This is a conspiracy to cover up what happened to George.
I think I found Clive's last recording. I think Clive might be gone.
Gone?
I found a confession. Not for any killings, but for playing a part in covering up George's death. He left this behind in case he died. He hoped someone would find it.
Do you think the Whistling Man already got him?
Possibly. We've had a lot of callers tonight, but maybe not every victim made it to the phone.
Yeah.
You know? We don't know how many there really are.
Christ, Forrest, that's dark.
I know, but Clive said he had read about other murders in other towns, and that the murders were all folks who knew about the incident. And the killings were getting closer to Gallows Creek. He said he wanted to do something good for once.
The board in his office. He wasn't tracking people down to kill them. He was tracking them down to save them. Ugh, why didn't he just come out with all of this?
He said his employer threatened his family if he spoke out about any of it.
His employer? The one who orchestrated the cover-up?
Probably.
Oh, Clive. I'm sorry for thinking you'd kill
Yeah, I
them.
mean, he was super suspicious, so I don't blame you,
Do
Peggy.
you think you
I
found
thought the same.
everything?
I think so.
Forrest, what's going on here?
Someone wanted that boy's death to seem like an accident. And they hired Clive to make it look that way.
Come back upstairs when you're ready. We need to figure out our next step.
Okay, so 3 a.m. the police should be here like in an hour and a half.
Thank God you're back,
Ah, that
Forrest.
was a lot.
I've been running out of stuff to pad our airtime with.
Peggy, you work in radio.
Forrest, I'm stressed. I mean, really. How are we supposed to keep a show going with all this happening?
It's our job.
This is our job, Peggy. We gotta do it.
You're right. So, what's the plan now?
I think we should call Virginia back.
All right, I'll get her on the line. Okay, Forrest, shut the music off.
Hello again, Gallows Creek. This is Forrest Nash. We're circling closer to the truth behind tonight's events. To this end, we're calling back one of our earlier callers, Virginia Sullivan.
Fredman Plunker here. Who's this?
Again, this guy?
You? Goose.
Plunker, hey, it's the Radio Man, Forrest Nash.
Radio Man? What's up?
Solving mysteries, saving lives. The huge.
Right.
Plunker, what are you doing at Virginia's house?
She asked if we could stay to keep an eye out for that whistling turd. So we're hanging out, bro.
Well, that's big of you, Plunker.
No, it's nothing.
Can I speak to Virginia?
Sure thing, Radio Man. I'll just go get her.
Who is this?
Hey, Virginia, it's Forrest. I'm glad you're still okay.
Oh, Forrest. Sorry, I'm still jumpy.
We need to talk.
Sorry to hear that, but listen, hey, we need to talk.
What about?
We're calling because we think you can help us understand why this is happening tonight.
Me? What would I know?
Ah, come on. Clive.
Does the name Clive mean anything to you?
Clive? No. I don't know that name. What are you asking about this
You
for?
sure?
You mentioned that name earlier when you called us. the
Yeah,
first time.
Virginia.
I don't know what I said then. I was petrified, Forrest.
Sus.
Clive's the janitor at our station, and we know you spoke to him in the past.
Forrest, please. You don't know what you're doing. He'll come for me.
Virginia, it's okay. Clive won't be coming after you.
We think Clive's dead.
Dead? But isn't he? He's the whistling man, Forrest.
We found evidence to the contrary.
But
It's true.
And we found your autopsy reports for George Barrow.
how? I saw him destroy them.
Well, he didn't. I don't know if he kept them or made copies or what, but we found them. And we know it's related to what's happening tonight, which is why we called you. Why did you write a false report?
All right. One day, I came into work to find a boy on my slab. And as I finished the autopsy, this man, Clive, he just burst in. And he started making demands to give over the reports, to falsify what I found. Of course I said no. But, well, when someone wants to make you do something, they can use the carrot or the stick. For me, he used both. You see, my sister is sick. She has a chronic condition that's never going away. It's expensive to treat, and it was getting to where I couldn't afford it. And Clive promised me that his employer would pay for my sister's treatment if I did what he said, and that if I ever spoke about this, he'd beat me to within an inch of my life. I don't know why he had me do it, but my sister needed me. You have to understand, she needed me.
We understand.
Okay.
Thank you, Virginia. That was brave.
Yeah.
God, I just want this
She was
nightmare
not
to
the
end.
author. I mean,
This will help end it,
she
Virginia.
was.
Thank you.
Stay safe, Virginia.
She was threatened, right? So.
So, Virginia's tied up in all of this.
Clive threatened her to keep quiet about George's death. But for who? Why cover up these details? Well, we know Sandra was involved in George's death. Do you want to call her?
I do.
Alright, but before we go asking questions, I think we should know what we want to ask. Is that fair?
Sure.
Yeah, we need to ask her about finding the body. She was the one who discovered it, but something just doesn't add up.
100%. She knows more than she's saying.
I wonder what she's hiding.
We'll hopefully find out soon. Anyway, just be careful when you're talking to her. Don't push too hard. We don't want her to hang up.
I'll be careful.
Alright, calling her now. Hopefully she's at her jazz studio.
189.16.
Aha! Forrest, you're through.
Hello,
This is Sandra at Jazz Pizzazz Jazz Studio. Who is this?
Jasper says.
Hello again, Sandra. It's Forrest Nash of 189.16, The Stream. And you're live on air.
16.
Oh, I always thought folks called into a radio show, not the other way around. How jazzy. What can I do for you?
Well, we're trying to understand what's behind the attacks tonight. We had a few questions.
Why, Forrest, of course. Heck, after the way you saved my life, I'd say yes to just about anything.
The sound effects.
Really? Well, that sounds nice. I might just call you back tomorrow then, too.
Oh, you got my number.
Well, okay, they're flirting now. What the hell?
What about tonight? Is there anything you want to talk about right now?
Remember why we called, Forrest?
Of course. Do you know why the Whistling Man might have targeted you?
Ha! Hardly don't. Just a knife-wielding psycho with superhuman cardio. He'd have chased after anybody.
Right. Well, we think he might be chasing specific people. People who know about the death of a boy named George.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. Sorry.
Have you had to keep quiet about anything? Any secrets you've had to keep?
What would I have to keep quiet about?
I don't know. I mean, could be that you've seen something or heard something.
I never saw anything. And even if I did, what would that matter? And it was years ago.
Sandra, are you okay?
It was years ago.
We know, Sandra.
You do? You know about?
Yes. Of course.
This studio is my life.
Okay, so she's gonna
After
confess.
I found the body in the river.
Cool.
I couldn't lose my studio. Do you understand?
Sure.
Sure. I understand.
When the rent just kept going up, he said he'd stop if I just needed to keep quiet. And everything would be okay.
Sandra? Who was he?
He was...
Who was he?
He said, if I told everyone I found the kid in the reservoir instead of the river, he...
But he's who?
He...
Say the name.
I'm sorry. I can't do this.
Oh, man.
And she's gone. I don't think that could have gone any better. You truly did great, Forrest.
Well, folks, if anyone out there has any thoughts on what's going on tonight, please call in.
That's good timing. We've got a call waiting just this second.
Alright, YouTube, I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. Wow, I'm so sad that we couldn't figure out this correctly. I was very sure that, you know, Ant Williams was going to be a target, but no, we were supposed to save the guy at the gas station, so we failed that. But very interesting to learn about Clive and all that he was doing to kind of cover up George's murder, and how many people were, you know, involved, and how the killer is trying to silence him up. So this, you know, goes totally silence. So interesting. I guess, you know, there's a call waiting for us, and that's what we'll be doing next, first on the next episode. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you on the next one. So